Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, cool cats, big dogs, and everybody else watching at home. Thank you for tuning in to Texas Trojans Anderson High School lacrosse. This is our second at-home game. Tonight we are facing off against the Bowie Bulldogs. Got about 5 minutes to go left in practice. Coaches on both teams are firing up their squads right now. It's sure to be a comet show in the sky tonight. First, we'd like to introduce our corporate sponsors, give them thanks for supporting Anderson Boys Lacrosse. Anderson Boys Lacrosse is sponsored by Unchained Capital, your local Austin Bitcoin experts. Located downtown at 6th and Congress, Unchained Capital is making Austin the Bitcoin capital of the world. You can purchase Bitcoin from Unchained in a business, personal, or retirement account, and secure your Bitcoin for the long term in a vault that keeps you in total control over your money. Book a free consultation to learn more about Unchained at unchained.com/consultation. B. Weaver Honey Farm. For more than a century, honey has been running through 5 generations of the Weaver family veins. What began as a side job for Binford's grandparents, Florence and Zachariah, after acquiring 10 bee colonies as a wedding gift in 1888, has become a passion and livelihood for the 4 generations of weavers that followed. Visit their headquarters in Navasota for beekeeping supplies, gifts, live hive tours, gorgeous picnic areas, and a wildflower mead tasting room made with bee weaver honey. RV campsites are available, as are overnight stays in their beautiful loft. Thank you for sponsoring Anderson Boys Lacrosse. Zinda Law Firm, a nationwide personal injury firm based here in Austin, Texas. They handle all types of PI cases, including car accidents, truck accidents, wrongful death, and catastrophic injuries. Hopefully none of those tonight. Zinda Law Group believes in justice for all regardless of wealth and is available 24/7 to provide free consultations to all accident victims. Named one of Austin Business Journal's fastest growing companies, Zinda Law Group has offices throughout Texas, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. To contact Zinda Law Group, go to zdfirm.com. Can I see your mic? Am I live? Yeah. All right, cool. Anderson Boys Lacrosse is also sponsored by Maroney Public Affairs and Austin Sports Medicine. In Central Texas, we enjoy our active lifestyle, but when injuries happen, Austin Sports Medicine is here to get you back in the game. Featuring an expert team of board-certified physicians and physical therapists, we treat the full spectrum of orthopedic and sports medicine-related injuries. From the little leaguer with the injured elbow to the 80-year-old with knee pain, our patients receive the finest in both surgical and non-surgical care. Austin Sports Medicine, getting you back to what you love. And I'm joined here by my color commentator, Marty Benz. Marty, how you feeling tonight?
Charlie, feeling good. Cut it by the skin of my teeth here, getting before face-off, the first face-off, but we're here now. We've got the crescent moon in front of us. Looks like a couple of planets out there.
Could that be Mars, Venus, Mercury in retrograde?
Well, hopefully, for the Trojans tonight, Mercury isn't in retrograde.
Well, this is sure to pack a punch in this matchup tonight. Starting lineups for the Anderson Trojans. In goal, number 4, Cal Maroney. On defense, number 27, River Anderson. Number 2, Connor Garbo. And number 24, Jake Williford. At midi, number 3, Landon Fazio. Number 6, Captain Calvin McDougall. And number 13, Captain Eli Marlowe. And at attack, number 7, Reese Jowers. Number 5, Levi Kukierman. And number 10, Alex Longoria. And Calvin McDougall getting down for that face-off. Ball is in the air.
Looks like Trojans get possession.
And Landon Fazio coming up with that face-off, winning possession for the Trojans. Gives it to number 10, Alex Longoria.
Already, first possession. Trojans moving the ball much better than they did on Saturday afternoon here.
Absolutely. You can see the visceral energy from this Trojans team. They've been training hard all week, and you can tell they're hungry for a win against Bowie.
Got Eli coming through the box. Get our last.
Marlowe subs out of the box for number 21. And that's Edward Tisdale. McDougall subbing out right now for number 20, Pierce Miller. And Pierce Miller having possession of the ball at top left.
I got to tell you, Charlie, the boys' legs are looking fresh tonight.
Ooh, Pierce likes this matchup, draws a double, dishes it out. Swings it back to X.
Getting the ball around nice here. Trying to find the matchup they're looking for.
Trojans doing an amazing job of pushing the pace, moving their feet, playing unselfish ball, and looking for that perfect opportunity to strike. Ball is dropped by Edward Tisdale.
We got a shot clock violation. Bowie ball.
That's number 33, True Blood Ryan, a sophomore out of Bowie with the ball. Now gives it to number 17, Schneider Luke. And Schneider drawing a hit to the helmet. Looks like nothing was called. The pass appears to go out of bounds. And Anderson Trojans will get possession of the ball back.
2 unforced turnovers to start the game. We'll see if Anderson can clear the ball here. It was a struggle on Saturday.
You're absolutely right, Marty. I think at the end of the day, the verdict of this game is going to come back with whoever has the coolest head on their shoulders. And just like that, the ball is picked up by number 1, O. Jason, a senior out of Bowie.
Charlie, they messed with us this week on the lineups. The last name is first, the first name is second.
Oh, my bad.
So that's Jason O.
Jason O.
Bowie setting up in their offense. We'll see.
Ooh. A nice look. Luke Schneider got that ball, but it appeared to go just left of the cage. Ball will stay with Bowie.
Looks like Anderson's got the communication up on defense, too.
And pressing out on that possession. Jason O appears to get by his man, tries to find a man inside.
Number 21, Edward Tisdale, stepped in front of that pass. Disrupted the offensive there. That would have been a high probability shot on the crease. Good defense there by the Trojans. Now they pick the ball up. Attempt to clear again.
Tisdale with the ball. And sprinting like the last taco in the cafeteria is his. Ooh. And a pass intended for number 20, Pierce Miller, goes high. Is picked up by Bowie, number 21. And that's Dylan Bickley. Jinx.
Bickley gets the ball to number 1, Jason O. Not O. Jason, Jason O. Oh, Jason, where are you going?
Jason looking to find Luke Schneider, whom he appears to trust on the field.
Hey, get back!
Number 10 for the Trojans, Alex Longoria, stepped off sides there. Ball goes back to Bowie.
Alex Longoria was trying to pick up that ball as it crossed the 50-yard line.
It might have been pushed in the back a little bit there, but early in the game. Ooh, bad defensive play there.
Oh, a defensive breakdown, but a save by Cal Maroney, the goalie for Anderson.
Way to use your head there, number 4. Again, on that defensive approach there, I missed which midi that was, but they didn't break down. They ran immediately past the midfield, which created that shot on goal opportunity. Luckily, Maroney was there.
Yeah, Cal Maroney looking like an 80s action hero, dodging and diving in front of that bullet.
Swing it! Swing it!
Ryan Trueblood swinging it to Aiden Hughley for Bowie. Drops but recovers.
Here we go!
And decides to share the rock. That goes back to Jason O. And does a little two-man ball flip, but doesn't go as planned. Recovers it and resets.
I got to tell you, I'm really liking the response of the Trojans after that tough loss on Saturday.
Absolutely. The Trojans do not appear fazed by their previous challenges. Instead, they're pressing out, they're talking. More importantly, they're listening to their coaches, and they're playing a very much more high IQ game.
Good dodge there by number 33 from Bowie. Ryan Trueblood. Not Trueblood Ryan, Ryan Trueblood. Had a good cutback dodge there and a good bounce shot. Chains planes. Hard save for Maroney to make there because the ball bounced 3 yards in front of him.
Absolutely. Not to mention the sidearm from Ryan Trueblood, making that ball very hard to read until it bounces off the ground. By then, it was on the doorstep. Bowie goes up and takes the first punch.
We got Calvin McDougall at the face-off for the Trojans right now.
And Calvin getting that body on top.
Won the clamp.
Almost went to his stick.
Did not get the ground ball.
A careless slash drawing a flag on the Anderson Trojans.
They're going to call that holding. Push from behind on number 19, Thomas Benitez. Will be in the box for 30 seconds. Trojans go a man down for the first time in the game. Let's see how they handle this pressure.
Well, they are certainly not pressing out as much as they are on their man-to-man defense. And they're holding a very tight pentagon, waiting for that midi to come down. Jason O again with the ball, giving it to Schneider, seeing what kind of opportunities they can set up. Playing a little monkey in the middle with those two. And a shot. Another goal scored by Jason O. Was left open, did not have a defender on his hip. And he appears to only need a split second to decide he wants to take that shot.
We've got 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first quarter. 2-0 Bowie. Surprising that Bowie was able to get that open shot considering they were keeping on the left side of the field there on the man-up opportunity. McDougall back for the face-off.
Yeah, they seem to already have determined how they're going to run their offense. Cal McDougall coming up with the face-off.
A lot of pressure.
Gets pushed in the back. And recovers the ball. Trojans will have a free possession on this one. Picked up by
Flags
defense
down.
number
Whistle
24.
will not blow until Bowie gets possession, which they just did. So we'll get a man from Bowie in the box, number 17.
That is going to be Luke Schneider.
1-7, push with possession, 30 seconds. White, black, 17, push, 30.
So push with possession will be in the box for 30 seconds. So we go from one man opportunity to the other. Let's see if the Trojans can capitalize here.
Luke Schneider, who's in the box right now, kind of looking like the Scottie Pippen of his team. You know, he strikes a presence on the field, but really sets up those opportunities for Jason O to get that free shot.
Yes. And we'll see Trojans can capitalize here. Man up opportunity. Got to spin the ball, get the defense moving. We got a shot outside of the net.
It was just outside the net.
That was Landon Fazio taking that shot.
And Fletch Bosworth recovering.
Penalty is released. Schneider's back on the field. We are full strength. Got a scrum at midfield. Trojans pick up the ground ball, currently clearing.
Landon Fazio with
unsettled
the
opportunity.
Oh! Gives it to number 5, Levi Kukierman.
Trojans with their first home goal of the season. Felt good after that Saturday game.
Absolute thunderbolt from number 5.
Again, it's a testament to this team. Like we said on Saturday, this team's filled with freshmen, very young team, few seniors. And there was a big question in the air after Saturday afternoon's game. How will they respond? And it seems like you said, they hit the practice field hard. They put that loss behind them, and they're looking to start anew here.
Absolutely. It's nothing like results like that that really galvanizes the team. McDougal comes up with another possession, winning this face-off. He's starting to find his rhythm.
Talk about galvanizing a team. If you can own the face-off X and get possession for your offense.
Pierce Miller, fresh legs coming onto the field, wants to get by his man, playing it conservative, gives it back to Longoria. Trojans running a couple of substitutions. They're going to be in yellow until they get a new man on. Number 3, Landon Fazio, coming back on field.
Number 20, Pierce Miller with the ball now. He's got a short stick defender on him. He's going to take it around X. Take it all the way for a goal! Whoa! Gonna channel my inner Booker Quiggan here. We're knotted up at deuces at Calhoun Field.
Yeah, that's number 10, Alex Longoria, with his first goal of the game.
Trojan sideline is lively right now. Let's see if McDougal can keep this momentum up with another face-off win. Again, like I was saying, if you can dominate the face-off X, it really gives your team a high probability of winning the game. Ball possession matters immensely.
McDougal getting scrappy, trying to box it out with his body. Ball is chased down, picked up by number 19, Thomas Benitez. McDougal back with the ball, gives it to Longoria, and playing some games up top, seeing how far they can have their defenders press out and try to get something to slip by. And Longoria getting by his man. He's got a free shot.
Oh, Eli.
Gives it to Eli Marlowe. And Eli Marlowe just slipping up a little bit on the cradle causes a turnover.
He got handcuffed there. It's hard to catch a ball on the crease for a long stick midi. Now Bowie's trying to clear the ball.
Good clear initiated by Gavin Livingston, the goalie for Bowie. Now Jason O, the number 1 offense man for Bowie, with the ball. Gives it to number 22, Titan Benson. And Bowie coaches right now, telling Bowie to play it slow, find their shape, but the ball is knocked out. And appears to stay in bounds.
Scrum on the sideline.
Ground ball by number 10, Camden Tracy.
Connor Garba had a great check there.
Ryan Trueblood, who scored the last goal for Bowie, now running in, tries to find Jason O on the crease.
Good trail check there by Landon Fazio.
Luke Schneider, that Scottie Pippen type, gives it back to Jason O.
We've got a flag down on the field.
Appears to be a slash on the Trojans. Oh, great save by Cal Maroney. Shot on goal by Jason O.
That was a great step to the ball. He kept his eye on the ball, step to it. It was a low shot, bottom right. Maroney save.
Interference 30.
Looks like we had an interference call on Eli Marlowe. He'll be in the box for 30 seconds. Bowie with their second man-up opportunity of the game. Anderson with some confusion.
Hey, swing it around! Swing it around! Both on Camden! On Camden!
Once again, Jason O starting with possession, seeing what kind of man he can draw. Beautiful save on the doorstep by Cal Maroney, shot by Luke Schneider. Cal Maroney appeared to use telekinetic powers to triangulate where that ball was going to go. Looking like a U.S. surface-to-air missile defense system there.
Well, it was a great goalie move. He used his eyes, used his stick, took his hands to where the head of the offender's stick was, made a crucial save when his team's man down.
Absolutely.
It's like
Great run to the sidelines by River Anderson. Unfortunately, he just gives it to the wrong guy, and Bowie back with the ball.
Penalty is released. Eli Marlowe is back on the field with full strength. But again, the man down clear was unsuccessful for the Trojans. They're back on defense, but at full strength.
Trojans really holding their own so far when playing one-on-one defense. It's just those slides and those off-ball cuts they have to look out for. Camden Tracy coming up.
Yeah, it looks like both teams right now are trying to identify the short stick D middies, take them behind and attack from X.
Number 20, Pierce Miller going the distance, giving it to Longoria. Longoria seeing who he can find off those off-ball cutters, keeps the ball for himself. Does a little spin cycle like a whirlpool washing machine.
Eli Marlowe!
Oh, finds Eli Marlowe on the doorstep, but dropped in the crease.
Another
Recovered
handcuff
by Gavin
situation
Livingston.
there. That's what Eli Marlowe, especially, he's on the field a lot. His long stick midi. Might have been a wiser decision for the Trojans. Instead, he'll make some substitutions, give their defense a rest, but they're back on defense.
Still, though, Eli Marlowe has a proven track record that despite the pole in his hands, he's a real two-way player for the Trojans. Had a lot of development last year, and now he is a captain on varsity.
Aiden Hoogley with the ball right now. Getting harassed by the short stick D midi. Thomas Benitez.
Oh, Benitez putting him in handcuffs there.
Yeah, Midi's doing a lot of work for the Trojans tonight, going both ways. Benitez and Eli Marlowe specifically.
And Connor Garbo appearing to have a sumo wrestling match with number 9, Aiden Hughley for Bowie.
That'll be another thing to look at as the game progresses. Like we said on Saturday, the Trojans have a pretty short bench. Benitez and Marlowe playing both ways. We'll see how fresh their legs are by the end of the game.
Absolutely. As far as longevity, the Trojans need to make sure they're really working on those clears and settling their offensive possessions to get the best out of the
5
looks.
seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see if Bowie can get one off before the whistle rings. Nope.
And Luke Schneider tried to, just got north of GLE before the shot clock expired. Ball will turn over to the Trojans, who will have to clear.
Shot clock is relatively new to the game of lacrosse at the high school level, probably 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely.
Into the rule book.
It started at the professional league and then it trickled down, went into the NCAA rules. Since lacrosse is a club sport in the state of Texas, many teams and leagues decide to abide by the NCAA rules, thus bringing the shot clock to the high school game you see here.
Got a shot there from Landon Fazio, went far right. Luckily the Trojans were there to back it up.
Longoria picking the ball up.
Eating a check there.
Ooh, gets his hands free. Good save by Gavin. Picked back up by the Trojans, number 5, Levi Kukierman, who scored the first goal.
I was just about to give the trip. And the first quarter's over here. We have to be more cognizant of the clock there. But on that last offensive possession for Anderson, we saw a lot of good things. We had a missed shot that was a high probability shot, backed up. Offense started again. Another high probability shot, backed up. And that's what you want to see.
And right now we're bringing up our QR code where those of you viewing at home can have your own impact in supporting Anderson Trojans lacrosse. As a club sport in the state of Texas, we do not receive any public funding and we rely on fans and viewers like you to support our league, to be able to afford the staff, coaching, and proper health trainers that we have out at these games. So please consider donating if you're watching on the screen right now. Every dollar really does make an impact into the game, and especially for the longevity of this program.
We've got to work on that QR code. I just tried to donate. This is a QR code for Bitcoin, correct?
I think it's just a general bit.
Oh, it's a general QR code.
General QR code.
I thought it was the open node QR code, which would allow us to send Bitcoin directly to the Anderson Lacrosse Fund. If you're watching this on the YouTube live stream and you're a Bitcoiner that wants to donate some Bitcoin, there's an open node link in the show notes, in the live stream notes. You can go and donate to the team there.
If you just scan it with your camera, that's it.
Yeah, if you don't know already, there's already there's just a limited quantity of Bitcoin in existence, about 21 million, and a substantial portion of that lost to the sands of time. So you don't have to worry about Bitcoin suffering from inflation. Personally, I'm bullish, Marty. What about you?
I'm very bullish. I've dedicated my whole life to Bitcoin. Outside of lacrosse, I host a podcast and run a media company about Bitcoin, partner at a VC fund investing in Bitcoin businesses. I'm very bullish. I'm pretty all in.
It's never been a better opportunity in this generation to become a shark.
No. Sound money and sound lacrosse. That was a great first quarter.
Absolutely. Very high intensity, evenly matched pace.
I got to tell you, I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but I'm extremely impressed with the response that this Anderson team has had after that tough loss. Sometimes if you have debilitating loss like they did on Saturday, 23-0. A lot of teams would pack it in, but it seems like the Trojans have only gotten better.
Absolutely. You can see the nostrils flaring on both teams. And every midfielder getting involved on this ground ball possession. Ball is still in the air. Eli Marlowe, with that big stick of his, gives it to Longoria. Trojans will win the possession, working it around, playing ring around the rosy with the ball.
Ball's still in. Saved it at the end line there. Bowie will try to clear here. Ooh,
And a ball is dropped, picked up by number 5, Kukierman. Kukierman tries to find a man on the crease. Longoria had his hands free, and Reese Jowers appeared to get a stick on it, but Gavin Livingston with the point-blank save. Looking like Kevlar out there.
We've got some unsettled offense here.
And
Bowie
Jason
transitions.
trying to get by, appeared to slip on the turf. And a soccer match now taking place with the lacrosse ball.
Good man ball opportunity there. Bowie picks up the ground ball, takes it to X. And they're settling into their offense. See, again, like I mentioned, in quarter one, it looks like both teams are taking the short stick deep middies behind and attacking that way, looking to draw the slide like they did there. Luckily, the 2 slide for Anderson was there to disrupt that pass. But Bowie gets the ball back with 30 seconds left on the shot clock.
It's probably a good strategy by Bowie to the offense from behind, but oh my goodness.
Number 22, Titan Benson.
Sniper, get down. Benson looking like Chris Kyle out here. Like a Navy SEAL Team 6.
Table, ball's good. White number 24, illegal body check. 1 minute. White 2-4, illegal body check.
Looks like there was a penalty after that goal as well. Number 24 on Anderson, Jake Wilford, with an illegal body check. Will be sent to the box for a minute. We've got a man down face-off here.
Benson on Bowie looking like he needs a permit for that cannon that is his right hand.
That was a great shot.
Absolutely.
Drove down the right lane, picked that left corner, took a big hit. It's a lacrosse play right there.
Garbo, you're low. We're man down.
And Bowie trying to get possession of the ball. Picked up by Jason O.
Anderson getting into their base man down defense.
Ryan Trueblood acting as the top point guard for Bowie. Directs traffic a bit.
If I'm Anderson, I'm happy with this. Bowie isn't moving the ball as quickly as they should be on a man-op opportunity. Let's see if they can hold Bowie scoreless for a minute here.
And they
No, they cannot.
there's a great back and forth between
Luke Schneider.
Luke Schneider and Jason O. They just have that rhythm, and they look like they know each other's playing style, game, and pace. And they bounce it back between each other like a couple of pinball bumpers. Luke Schneider finding the back of the net.
Very good patience there from Luke, too. Had the ball at GLE, took his time, not a lot of pressure, fake high, fake low, score high. Get the goalie moving.
Make them dance.
We're at 4-2 here, Bowie up by 2.
2 quick goals by Bowie.
9 minutes and 30 seconds left. Unforced errors there. Number 2 for Anderson, Connor Garbo, leaving the box before either team had possession, which is not a penalty, but
I can forgive those types of mistakes. You see how bad Connor Garbo wants it. He just wants to get on the action.
see the ball.
Unfortunately, you cannot leave the box until possession has been established.
Oh, we got a cut to the crease.
Ooh, Ryan Trueblood giving it back to Luke Schneider, who decides to practice his golf swing, getting ready for the PGA Tour.
In lacrosse, we call that a worm burner.
A worm burner.
Through the 5-hole of Maroney. We've got a nice little run here by Bowie, a 3-0 run. Score is currently 5-2. Let's see if the Trojans can respond. A face-off win in a long possession is desperately needed.
Well, so far this quarter, The Trojans are like my crush, not responding.
Since Valentine's Day, it's been over a week.
Right? Maybe I should text her again.
Don't do that, Charlie. Never ends up well. Wait till she texts you. McDougal got possession. Got the ball to Longoria. We're going to set up our offense here.
McDougal and Thomas Benitez making the smart substitutions. Getting Landon Fazio on the field as well as Pierce Miller. Eddie Tisdale now coming on too. Looks like nobody's on him.
I believe Anderson was still a man down there, so Bowie
Eddie
was trying to
Tisdale
double
picking up the ball, not wasting any time. Gets by, takes a shot.
Backed up by Anderson. Good shot. Possession shot there. Anderson will start with the ball at X.
Kierman starting off as the ball handler, getting a lot of pressure behind goal.
Yeah, it looks like Bowie's pressing out on adjacents to try to force a man-on-man defensive situation.
Tisdale, who took the last shot with the ball again.
Yeah, so let's keep a lookout for that. Maybe Bowie thinks there's a weak spot on Anderson's attack.
Ooh, Edward Tisdale with the swim moves, call him Michael Phelps.
Held the ball too long there, had to move the ball.
Tries to spin left through the defense, picked up by number 21, Dylan Bickley, a senior for Bowie.
Ooh.
And an attempted clear. And a ball check knocks the ball out of Connor Garbo's stick. Possession going back over to Bowie.
Again, in lacrosse, you have to be able to use both hands. Garbo kept the stick in his right hand there, leaving it out there to be checked for a turnover, but Bowie had an unforced turnover too, and Longoria has the ball to settle in the offense for the Anderson Trojans.
Pierce Miller doing a great job of running the ball across midfield and making sure the Trojans can secure a possession. Great role playing by Pierce Miller right there.
You know, I saw on the way in here, I think he's watching this game right now, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he's in the stands.
Man.
Oh! Missed opportunity there for Bowie. Good save by number 6, Gavin Livingston. Tried to clear it, set up a fast break, but an errant pass.
Luke Schneider, who's facilitated the offense for Bowie this quarter, sets up a play. Tic-tac-toe for Bowie, just can't quite convert.
Maroney taking the desperate come out of the net to disrupt the shot. It was successful.
Yeah, brilliant instincts by Maroney. If you're a goalie, and there's a guy on your doorstep, you just have to lay it all out. Oh. And now some physicality on the field.
We're going to have a hold on Anderson. Bowie keeps the ball. Yeah, too many doorstep opportunities for Bowie so far this game.
Number 3, Wong Cole, appeared to take a flagrant hit. So that is what's setting the Trojans up right now, or setting Bowie up right now. Luke Schneider with the ball again. A laser. That does not find its target this time.
It's like white ball. Did not catch the call there. Did you, Charlie?
That was a shot, and I believe that
backed up by the goalie.
The goalie was closest to the ball.
Turnover by Bowie there. So in lacrosse, for anybody who's new to the game, if there is a shot, the team that is closest to the ball when it goes out of the bounds gets possession. If you're on offense, you want to back those shots up. Right now, we had a failed clear by the Trojans. Got to move the ball faster when you're trying to get the ball out of your own end.
This Bowie offense does not stop playing whenever they lose possession. They're dedicated riders, and that's proved to get them results so far this game.
Great stick check there by Eli Marlowe to disrupt the pass, cause a turnover.
And Trojans will have another opportunity to clear.
They got somebody open near mid. Marlowe's open by midfield. Drop the pass, picks it up.
Marlowe picking the ball back up, turning on the Jets. Assessing his options, running to the sidelines, wants to get some looks.
Another unforced turnover there by the Trojans. Number 3, Fazio, was not paying attention to how many men were on one side of the field, went off sides. Bowie gets the ball back with an attempt to clear here. Pickpocketed.
Trojans get the ball back. Reese Jowers can't quite put his stick on the ball.
Aggressive ride here by the Trojans.
Ooh.
Oh, great ride, great pressure.
That's a push by Alex Longoria on Gavin, the goalie for Bowie. Longoria getting his hands free, but Gavin Livingston getting his revenge as he makes that on-the-knee save. Gavin Livingston with another save, 2 back-to-back on the doorstep saves for Gavin Livingston. And a lot of pressure being applied on Bowie. Ball stays inbounds, picked up by Edward Tisdale. Looks across the field.
We got a timeout by Anderson here. Bit chaotic down on this side of the field for the last minute and a half. Couple of, I don't want to call them selfish plays, but there could have been smarter plays. Longoria had the ball there, tried to do everything himself. They were unsettled, had extra man opportunity. If he made one more pass, there was a higher probability shot there. But you can't fault him for giving his all.
Coaches appearing to be giving the Trojans advice on getting their passes on point. Of course, when every pass that you make runs the risk of being dropped, going out of bounds, causing a turnover, it's absolutely crucial to have trust in your teammates and also to just maintain focus, that you can get that ball and you know what to do with it. Because an unmovable ball is an unscored ball.
That is right, Charlie. Charlie, I'm curious about this crush. What happened, man?
Oh, I'm just kidding. I have a girlfriend.
Does she know about the crush? Let's see if the Trojans can come out of the timeout here with the set play, take advantage. They're down 5-2 with 3 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half. 73 seconds left on the shot clock.
1 minute? 1 minute, yeah, thank you.
It's a very competitive game right now.
Absolutely.
It's one thing to recognize if you're a new fan to lacrosse here. 5-3 may seem like an insurmountable lead, but lacrosse is a game of runs. It was easy for teams to put 1, 2, 3 goals on the scoreboard in a row, especially, again, if you're controlling the face-off X, which Anderson has been doing a good job of tonight.
And Bowie will be man down for 1 minute.
Illegal stick?
An illegal stick with one of the players. So there are stick specifications that sticks must abide by in order to be made legal. Usually what happens when a stick is illegal is that the pocket is too deep, making it easy to carry the ball and harder to knock it out of the stick, or the head is bent or contorted in some way that would make it easier for the ball to stay in the stick.
Got him. And it's random. These are random checks, too. You got a random stick check. Unfortunately for Bowie. Number 22. Titan Benson. He's got a couple goals tonight, too. All right. Anderson with a man-up opportunity here. Let's see if they can spin the ball around, get the Bowie defense on a wheel to create an open opportunity.
And just like you said, Marty, Anderson Trojans spinning the ball round, right round, like a record, baby. Right round, round, round.
See, bad angle shot there. They got to move it faster. You were giving them too much credit. They got to move the ball faster. They didn't make the defense move it all there. Again, get the defense moving.
That's Huddy Case. Just give him a couple of practice shots and he'll probably find his target.
I'm telling you, after the amount of unforced turnovers on Saturday, it seems like the team took that loss to heart, hit the wall.
Oh my goodness! Hum-diddly-dee.
Landon Fazio with a goal from the left wing.
Landon Fazio charged up like the Energizer Bunny.
Got 5-3 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first half. Let's see if the Trojans can go into halftime with some momentum here. We got McDougal back at the face-off X against McLean Sealer.
And Fazio on the sidelines with some words of encouragement for his brothers. Screeching like an untamed grackle in the HEB parking lot.
Anderson is still man up here, too. That penalty is non-releasable. So if they can...
And Bowie picking the ball back up. Seem to forget which way to run. Luke Schneider now with the ball. And
Bowie trying to call a timeout. They have to get the ball in the box before they can do that.
That is exactly what they do. Bowie now taking their time out of the half, seeing what they can set up, trying to capitalize on this opportunity.
Charlie, I've been a bit embarrassed to ask up to this point, but is it really pronounced Bowie? It's not Bowie?
Bowie. It just kind of depends on what your personal preference is. Most people I know say Bowie.
Okay, it's good to know. I would have read that and said Bowie.
I don't think anybody's going to put you in jail for that, Marty.
Good, I've got a family. I can't be going to jail, Charlie.
Yeah. Have you filed your taxes yet?
Working on it.
Nice.
Company tax deadline in Texas is March 15th, so under pressure here. If you're out there running a company in the state of Texas, you have a few weeks to get your taxes in.
And for those of you with corporate tax needs, I would encourage reaching out to my employer, PricewaterhouseCoopers, with a proven track record of getting you the deductions and itemizations you need in the most ethical and compliant way.
Charlie, was that just a free ad on Vive Stream?
Oh man, I guess I'm going to have to pay Coach back for that one.
Gotta get the shill in there. PWC, baby. All right, Bowie will start with the ball on their offensive end, a man down. Let's look to see 3 seconds left on the man down opportunity. We'll see if Anderson tries to apply pressure by double teaming the ball out of the gate or if they just pack it in.
Looks like they're packing this one in.
Eli Marlowe on Ryan Trueblood to start. Penalty has been released. We are full strength.
Trojans need to keep an eye on that man up top, Titan Benson. And Titan Benson taking a step down shot.
Just as you said it, got to keep an eye on him. He can score
Titan
from
Benson
outside.
Raising his hands to the crowd like Russell Crowe in Gladiator says, "Are you not entertained?" We certainly are, Titan.
That was a rocket to the top right corner. Again, you gotta come out and pressure that ball. Anderson was a little slow to get to the point there, and they paid the price.
Got to have your head on a swivel, like an owl.
Defense! Black!
Dougal wins the face-off.
McDougal spinning back, try to avoid collision with the referee. It's number 3, Landon Fazio with the ball now, doing a couple of spins of his own. Looks for Edward Tisdale on the side. Tisdale picking the ball up, cutting across field, assessing his options. Decides to throw a shoulder duck down. Shot right into the stick of Gavin Livingston. Livingston appearing unfazed.
Get a band angle shot, moving away from the net, angle decreasing as he's running. Offense is trying to make a substitution, getting Marlowe off the field.
Number 4, Clark Daniel with the ball, running it almost to the midline, but then drops. And then Clark Daniel back with the ball.
We have offsides on Bowie. Anderson will have a free clear. Let's see if they can settle.
And Landon Fazio, who started most possessions with the Anderson Trojans, now just running right to the center, finally encounters some resistance, has a man behind him, 3 men on him now.
Rico!
Pulls back to see what kind of looks he can get. Got a couple of off-ball cutters towards the center. Fazio now going up top, seeing if he can dodge right.
He's got a shorty right now. He's got McLean Sealer on him.
Ooh, good step-down shot that was on goal, but recovered by Livingston.
Wheels!
And a pass intended for number 7, McLean Seiler, was dropped, but eventually recovered by Seiler. Seiler now encountering some pressure. And
picked up by Jason O. He'll settle it down. Ooh, was looking for McLean there as he was coming off the field.
Ryan Trueblood giving it back to Jason O. Jason O going to the center, back to Trueblood, dropped by Trueblood.
Again, more undisciplined approaches by the defense here. You got to break down and not run past the offender there.
Now Camden Tracy starting behind, shot on goal, but recovered by Maroney. Picked back up by Trueblood.
Little face dodge.
Ooh, little pump fake, and deflected off the shoe of Maroney.
Another bad angle shot. If Ryan Trueblood put that in his left hand, he would have had a better angle.
Wow. Cal Maroney looking like he studied praying mantis Southern Shaolin Kung Fu with that deflection.
That was a mouthful, Charlie. Trueblood with the ball up top, spinning it to the point. Titan Benson.
Ryan Trueblood. Tracy Camden back to Titan Benson, who scored the last goal.
Snuck that
He
between the
decides
stick
to
and the
make it
pipe.
double or nothing.
Maroney letting out some frustration there. I
Appearing
think he knows that was a savable ball. Hit his stick, bounced inside the inside right post. He's got to hug that post, take away that opportunity.
I tell you, Marty, as a former goalie myself, the ones where you do make contact and it goes in are the most frustrating.
Speaking of lacrosse goalies, you have to be a little crazy to play goalie, Charlie. Are you a little crazy?
Well, you know, I was dropped on my head quite a few times as a baby, so I guess I just, started craving that feeling. Was just born with a natural dislike for my shins, so I said, why don't you destroy those?
And that is it for the half here at Calhoun Field. It's 7-3, Bowie up against the Anderson Trojans. And Charlie, as we head in the half here, what hurt more? Taking a shot to the helmet or a shot to the shin?
Definitely shot to the shin, There are not many shin protectors, few and far between. I remember we went to Vail, Colorado with the Anderson Trojans in 2015, and the first couple of hours we were there, we have to play Team Colorado. We did put some points on the board that game, but I believe we lost that one 19-2. The second game, I received a concussion. So I just got a free vacation in Vail for the rest of the week. It was awesome.
This is the second concussion you've mentioned on air.
We're going to run by our sponsors now. We've got a commercial from Unchained Capital, our first sponsor that we've read out. Take a look.
When you buy Bitcoin on an exchange, you make a deposit in dollars, execute an order, and your account's Bitcoin balance reflects that transaction. But you're not truly in possession of those Bitcoin yet. You would still have to make a withdrawal to your own wallet. And until you do, Bitcoin on that exchange is at risk of hacks, insolvencies, withdrawal processes can take a long time, and in some scenarios, your account can even be frozen, cutting you off from your money. Through the Unchained Trading Desk, we provide you with a better way. Buy Bitcoin directly to a cold storage vault that you control. By eliminating the need for third-party custody and withdrawals of your Bitcoin, you retain maximum control of your assets throughout the purchase process. Our multi-sig vaults ensure that your Bitcoin are immediately held securely offline, protected from theft and remote threats. If you need assistance building your vault, we're happy to help. Just sign up for concierge onboarding, and one of our team members will schedule a video call to walk you through the entire process. Don't put exchanges in control of your wealth. Try out the Unchained Trading Desk for the most secure way to buy Bitcoin.
We'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors for supporting Anderson Boys Lacrosse. Anderson Boys Lacrosse is sponsored by Unchained Capital. You just saw head coach Brian Donovan in that beautiful commercial. If you're looking to secure your Bitcoin, Unchained is the partner for you, located here in Austin, Texas. This game is also sponsored by, or the team is also sponsored by B. Weaver Honey Farm. For more than a century, honey has been running through 5 generations of the Weaver family veins. What began as a side job for Binford's grandparents, Florence and Zachariah, after acquiring 10 bee colonies as a wedding gift in 1888. This company's over 140 years old.
My goodness.
Actually, not quite that old, but getting close. It has become a passion and livelihood for the 4 generations of weavers that followed. Visit their headquarters in Navasota for beekeeping supplies, gifts, live honey tours, gorgeous picnic areas, and a wildfire mead tasting room made with bee weaver honey. They have RV campsites that are available as overnight stays in their beautiful loft. Thank you for sponsoring Anderson Boys Lacrosse, Bee Weaver Honey Farm. The team is also sponsored by Zinda Law Group, a nationwide personal injury firm based here in Austin, Texas. They handle all types of PI cases, including car accidents, truck accidents, wrongful death, and catastrophic injuries. Zinda Law Group believes in justice for all, regardless of wealth, and is available 24/7 to provide free consultations to all accident victims. Named one of Austin Business Journal's fastest growing companies, Zinda Law Group has offices throughout Texas, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. To contact Zinda Law Group, go to zdfirm.com. That's zdfirm.com. The team is also sponsored by Maroney Public Affairs. Maroney Public Affairs helps clients anticipate and recognize risk, issues, and trouble ahead. They share experiences and knowledge to provide reliable, clear advice and guidance. If you're looking to connect with the Maroney Public Affairs, go to maroneypublicaffairs.com. Last but not least, the team is sponsored by Austin Sports Medicine in Central Texas. We enjoy our active lifestyle, but when injuries happen, Austin Sports Medicine is here to get you back on your game, featuring an expert team of board-certified physicians and physical therapists. We treat the full spectrum of orthopedic and sports medicine-related injuries, from the little leaguer with an injured elbow to the 80-year-old with knee pain. Our patients received the finest in both surgical and non-surgical care. Austin Sports Medicine, getting you back to what you love. We love the game of lacrosse here at Calhoun Field. Have a great game. Trojans down by 4. As we head into the second half, we've got 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in halftime. Charlie, what do you think the team needs to do adjustment-wise to get back in this game?
I think they need to open their third eyes, Marty. I think they need to do some deep digging, align their chakras, and realize that everything they want, if they're just willing to push and dig deep, they can achieve victory. We've got about 4 minutes until the start of the third quarter, so for those of you watching, feel free to take a bathroom break, put a snack in the microwave, and once again, if you would like to donate to the program, we've got that QR code on the screen. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, but really the bread and butter of supporting our program comes from viewers, fans like you, who just have a selfless love for the game and want to provide Anderson boys with opportunities to make friends, to grow, and to become young leaders of the future.
That's one thing the game of lacrosse does. It builds leaders. As somebody who's from the northeast section of this country where lacrosse is thriving, it's incredible to see how big the sport has become down in the state of Texas.
Absolutely. The medicine game. Skills built off of discipline, trust, communication. All skills needed to succeed in the real world.
Accountability, self-reflection, iteration. That's what the game of lacrosse is. This team is iterating well. They couldn't really get the ball around against Alamo Heights on Saturday. They are looking fresh today, moving their legs. They may be down by 4 goals, but they've made some material improvements in less than a week.
Hopefully encountering some success in this second half, Anderson will get the opportunity to practice their sellies on the field. I'd like to see some special dance moves. I don't know what these kids are calling dances that they see on TikTok these days, but it sure has got me confused, Marty.
Very confused. There was a lot of kids grittying on Saturday after goals from the Alamo Heights team. Not a big fan of that celebration. It's a little overplayed.
Kind of looks like an exotic bird dance that you would see in a David Attenborough nature documentary. But one thing's for sure, the kids who do the gritty are not an endangered tropical species.
Part of Gen Z. Gen Z is a very interesting generation.
You know, we talk a lot of smack about Gen Z now, but I do truly think that they will end up sorting the problems of the present. Of course, each subsequent generation bringing new problems. In this case, it's their choice of music.
I have faith in the youth as well. It would not be a very good world if we didn't have faith in the youth. Bringing the mullet back. It's good to see.
And there's also the mullet's cousin, colloquially referred to as the Edgar.
The Edgar. Haven't heard that one before.
So it is a bowl cut in the front with the bangs lined up, a mullet in the back, and a fade on the sides.
Ooh.
It's like the Greek chimera. It's ugly, imposing, and it's hard to defeat.
I don't know if I would have gotten any dates in high school had I rocked the Edgar.
Ah.
Again, Gen Z, stepping out.
Well, it's called fashion, Marty. Look it up.
As you can tell, we've got a pretty plain fashion here, Charlie.
You're back at it again with the white Vans.
Damn, Daniel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dang,
Daniel.
There are
Excuse
families
me.
watching.
Charlie, but I agree. Anderson has to look deep into the third eye, find their chakra. You can manifest a win here if you just believe in yourself. A big fan of manifestation? Willing things into existence?
Well, I didn't used to be, and then I started going over to the east side of Austin too much. And, there's just too many, spiritual yoga studios over there. You stumble into one, and then you come out a changed man forever.
Was it the yoga or the clientele?
What can I say? Everybody can be a student. Everybody can be a teacher.
All right, getting ready to start the second half here. 25 seconds left in halftime.
That is great. I'm ready to get back to play action. I am running out of things in my personal life to talk about, Marty.
Well, I noticed you, or I remember on Saturday you saw a car accident on the way in. I hope they called Zinda Law Group to get that figured out.
Absolutely. Whether you're involved with a personal accident or you have a couple of green candlesticks, it just hurts to lose games on the table. And the Anderson Trojans, having some halftime protein shakes, appear to make their gains right now.
Got McDougal back at the face-off X against Gabe Watts.
Cal McDougal pressing down hard on the ball like he's giving the ground CPR.
He's winning that clamp almost every time.
Comes out with the clamp. Trojans need to get a touch in the box. Eli Marlowe giving it to Landon Fazio.
Charlie, I don't know if they need to get a touch in the box anymore with the new shot clock rules.
And two Trojan players colliding into each other.
We got an off-ball push on Anderson. Bowie will get the ball and attempt to clear here.
And Coy Cooper picking up the ball for Bowie.
Great two-man game by Anderson there.
Pressure applied by Trojans.
We've got a push with possession, flag in the air.
Ball is down. No team with clear possession yet. Ball knocked over to the other side. And that's Connor Garbo for the Trojans fighting for that ground ball.
Clark Daniel will be headed to the penalty box.
We've got Huddy Case for the Anderson Trojans stepping on the offensive side of the field.
I'll have a 30-second man-up opportunity here. Let's see if they can capitalize. Start the second half to chip away at this lead.
And even though Bowie has been maintaining a lead or a tie throughout this game, definitely still a winnable game for both teams.
Fazio with a shot from the left wing, saved by Gavin
Livingston with the save. Ball is up, given back to Livingston. And finds number 18, Daniel Wang, within the middle of the field. Gives it to Dylan Bickley. Bickley to Jason O. Runs across up top looking for Luke Schneider, his partner in crime. The Bonnie to his Clyde, if you will.
We're back at full strength here. Penalty has been released.
And last time Luke Schneider ran around the cage like that, he put it in the back of the net. Looks like he wanted to do it, but a yard sale, everything must go.
Yard sale into a push in the back. Bowie will hold possession here. Has me wishing for more. Got to move the ball more. Anderson does.
At least one full swing around.
Jason O with the ball.
Oh.
Attacking. Good dodge. Ooh.
Oh. Jason O says, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer." Shows us what he learned in ballet class. Tiptoeing around his defender. And strikes once again, getting the ball past Cal Maroney, extending the Bowie lead 8-3.
Good juke there from the top, but again, defensive approach. Anderson's short stick D-midi there was on the wrong side of the ball. Should have been pushing more upfield. to push Jason O to the sidelines.
Hindsight is 20/20, Marty.
Approach drills. Approach on a U. Bowie won the face-off, but Eli Marlowe is there to get a check.
And that's Thomas Benitez coming up with the ball. Oh! Well, Reese Jowers had a good look at the goal.
Went wide right, no backup for Anderson there. Dickinson was the closest to the ball, so Bowie will get the ball and attempt to clear here.
Ryan Trueblood now running down the hill. Bit of a fast break. Jason
great save.
Once again, the
Kick save.
footwork by Cal Maroney. The type of reaction that is pure instinct. Recovered by number 3, Wong Cole for Bowie. Once again, finds an unguarded man, Camden Tracy, on the doorstep.
That was a good slide there by Anderson, or River Anderson, excuse me, by Anderson to disrupt that shot.
Jason O, their bread and butter, once again with possession of the ball, looking like he wants to do the same thing, but at this time spins to the left. Underhand tosses the rock to Luke Schneider. Schneider, sensing that he's free.
You see, this is a perfect example of approach. Jake Wilford took a right approach there, forced Jason O down the sideline, not letting him get inside for an easy shot.
And I understand the Trojan defense's desire to press on those possessions, especially since Schneider has shown that he can score from all over the field. The fact of the matter is that you just cannot lunge at the ball on defense, because a guy who knows how to read you is going to see that and he's going to exploit it. You just have to stay between your man and the ball. And number 26, Rhett Franklin, clearing the ball, unfortunately has it knocked out of his stick. Recovered again by Jason O. Jason O with a little change of pace. Being matched up by Thomas Benitez. And O, so
Off
close
the top
to a
crossbar
goal.
there.
Landon Fazio trying to clear the ball but runs out of bounds. Ryan Trueblood again with possession. Swings it around, sets a screen. Camden Tracy setting a pick of his own. Luke Schneider.
Ooh, great save by Marlowe.
That
man
sounded
wide
like
open
a
on the crease.
22 caliber rifle going off the foot of Cal Maroney. But Cal Maroney, looking very stoic and caged, does not appear to feel any pain. It makes you wonder sometimes, is Cal Maroney flesh and blood, or is he a cold, calculated machine?
And he's there to back up that shot. Get Anderson the ball. There was some lackadaisical defense there to let that shot off in the first place. Anderson has to keep their head on a swivel, find their man up.
Well, even though the rest of the Trojans defense looks a little asleep right now, Cal Maroney is like a social justice warrior.
He got a
is
great
woke.
clear pass there as well. Getting it down to Landon Fazio.
Oh my goodness. That was Levi Kukierman who scored the first goal for the Anderson Trojans, putting a shot on goal, but it goes off the body of Gavin Livingston. And now we've got number 11, Honey Case, with the ball.
Unforced turnover. Looks like the ball got stuck in his stick. Errant pass.
Hey, Cole, we got to walk in there.
Oh, it appears to be a bit of a trip on the play, recovered by Alex Longoria.
Anderson will get the ball and settle here, making some substitutions.
Longoria goes to X.
Got a double team, skip pass.
Finds a man up top. Oh my goodness. A score by number 21, Edward Tisdale.
That was a great job by Alex Longoria there to draw the slide. When the pressure came, he sort of backed up, kept his head up, looked for that skip pass, found Edward Tisdale for a shot from up top. Left armpit. Hard to save.
Edward Tisdale like the flint and tinder, igniting the spark back for the Anderson Trojans. I believe that's their first goal of the quarter.
8-4, 6:24 left in the third quarter. Let's see if McDougal can keep up his streak at the face-off X. Won the clamp, won the ground ball. Let's see if they can clear.
Landon Fazio maintaining control of the ball.
He's got wheels. He can do it all himself.
Oh my goodness. He definitely turned on the turbo in order to get the possession. And now a spin by Pierce Miller, who's been running all over midfield himself. Back to Pierce Miller after a little exchange. Gets by his guy, has two men on him, and scores again.
Did it all by himself.
From diddly deep, Pierce Miller.
Said, you know what?
20. That's Pierce Miller deep in his bag like the fries are in the bottom.
Got double team, split the double team, ran straight down Broad Street, as we would say in Philadelphia, to score the goal.
And he was just about as destructive on that side of the field as you Philly fans are with your own city.
You know, if you win a Super Bowl, sometimes you have to celebrate.
Oh, but you didn't.
5 years ago we did.
That's a long time. I got 5-year-olds who are dunking over me at Peace Park right now.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
Not really. I actually like to watch the Cowboys lose. I enjoy the schadenfreude.
Anderson wins that face-off again.
Number 19, Thomas Benitez, running that ball down. Tried to get a pass on crease, picked up by number 5, Ryan Zukaukas.
We got Bowie offsides. Anderson will get the ball back. Let's see if they do a quick start here.
Got Landon Fazio starting with possession again. And he's been a good ball handler in terms of setting up their spacing.
Reese Jowers has a long step up top. Errant pass.
Pass intended for Alex Longoria, just was a little bit too low, got dropped. Yard sale created by Huddy Case. And a cross-check committed by Bowie gives possession back to Anderson.
Wasn't a cross-check. McLean Sealer was playing without a stick after he got yard sticked. You're not allowed to obstruct. Ooh, that was actually a very good shot, far out from number 11, Huddy Case.
And better to have a shot that you get possession back after than a shot on goal that is saved by the golie.
Exactly. We call this smart shot.
Landon Fazio
with the face dodge.
Just dipsy doodling in like Puss in Boots.
What did I say earlier, Charlie? This is the game of runs. Anderson on a 3-goal run here. Currently 8-6. Bowie up by 2 with 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third quarter. But you can feel it on the Anderson sidelines. The boys are jacked up right now.
Yeah, you've got examples being set on the field. Trojans have decided they still want this game. A couple of dap-ups. Both teams appearing to need a water break right now.
Bowie calling a timeout to stop the bleeding. We'll see if their timeout can actually do that.
And while we've got this timeout, we just want to remind those of you at home, we owe much of the success of the Anderson High School lacrosse program to viewers like you. So if you haven't already, please considering donating with the QR code. Once again, every little bit helps, and of course we appreciate the love and support. And both teams firing each other up with mosh pit-like intensity.
Jake Wilford really jacking up the team there. Senior leader, coming from the football team. This is his first year playing, is that correct?
I mean, I'm hearing more growls on the field than I do at Austin Pets Alive.
Tell me more about Austin Pets Alive. We're going to do another free ad here.
I mean, perhaps. There are a lot of pooches and kitties out there who are in need of a family just like we all are. They're going to have to actually sponsor if they want me to say more. Ooh.
Ooh, White playing with the free hand. Bowie will keep possession here.
What does playing with a free hand mean, Marty?
I think he had one hand on the stick, and if he did have the ball, similar to a Ward, he was using his offhand to harass the Bowie player there.
I see. Definitely can't tolerate harassment. Jason O, again with the ball, trying to do a little dodge.
Great defense. Great defense.
Reese Jowers pressing out on that defense.
Again, good angle, keeping him out of the middle of the field.
Looks like he's reading Jason O like a book. Very entertaining book at that.
Anderson Poles putting the pressure on. Meeting the ball as it hits the Bowie
Drop
player's
pass.
stick.
Very close to going out of bounds. Eli Marlowe just getting scrappy on the field. And the ball is saved up in the air.
We've got 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see if Anderson can keep this pressure on.
Picked up by number 1, Jason O, being chased down by Eli Marlowe like the cops chasing O.J. Simpson. Unfortunately, Luke Schneider using the attention on Jason O to just sneak in the back door like a cat burglar.
Curled around the crease, caught it, automatically shuts the stand there, a long defensive stand. Drove the shot clock down towards 0. Everybody's tired, but you have to keep your head on a swivel. You can't lose your man off ball, which is what happened there.
And Bowie extends the lead to 3 goals now.
McDougal with the ground ball. Anderson wins the face-off. We'll settle here.
Trojans making some substitutions. Bowie wants to double the ball while substitutions made. Reese Jowers coming onto the field. Pierce Miller still carrying the ball. Gives it to Reese Jowers.
Looks like he'll go to X.
And Landon Fazio again handling the ball, carrying it, does a little fake spin move, directs traffic.
It was a really good job there, letting the defender get in close, feel that pressure on the back end, and get some separation.
Back to Edward Tisdale, who's running down the sidelines like an unstoppable freight train.
He's got a shorty.
Oh, he wants that shorty matchup, just throwing that big body
draws
down.
the 2. Errant shot there. Again, Anderson making improvements. They're very close to putting it all together there. You draw 2 men like that, head up to make a pass.
Under, through, under, shallow.
And Coach Brian Donovan directing Edward Tisdale to cut down low by the cage. Obviously, he wants to create some shot opportunities. An errant pass, but recovered by number 10, Alex Longoria.
Tried to feed the crease there. Good attempt, unsuccessful.
And an errant pass. We'll see who comes up with that. Connor Garbo is playing the man. And Cal Maroney, the goalie for the Anderson Trojans, recovers the ball, gives it to Rhys Jowers. Rhys Jowers with no one stopping him so far. And Edward Tisdale fighting for the ground ball. No team clearly with the ball yet. Now recovered by Bowie. A little shovel pass.
Anderson
Giving it back to Edward Tisdale. Tisdale with pressure on him.
Smart play by Tisdale to pull that out, settle down.
Alex Longoria back with the ball. Gives it to Pierce Miller. And Pierce Miller applying that patience. Just about 1 minute left in the third quarter. Pierce Miller says, let's have this dance. Gets by his man, hands free.
Great save by Dickinson
Shot
there.
through the 5-hole, but Gavin Livingston just once again knows how to get low.
Saying Dickinson, I'm sorry, Gavin Livingston. That is on
Oh
there.
my goodness.
Got a truck stick. Coach Donovan wants a ward on that clear.
And once again, Jason Oates is taking advantage of that fast break opportunity. Gets his hands free. Little 1-2 cradle.
Bowie responds to the Anderson 3-0 run with a 2-0 run for themselves. Currently up 10-6 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Jason O is looking for a substitution. They took a hit. Needs to take a rest.
At this point in the game, every single second, every possession matters for the Anderson Trojans. Perhaps the hardest thing at this point of the game, staying calm, relaxing your vision, relying on your sports IQ.
There was a 30-second penalty called after that shot. We have number 10, Alex Longoria, in the penalty box.
Oh, yeah, number
1 minute, excuse me, a 1 minute penalty. I think the refs are deciding whether or not Bowie gets possession. Depends on if the foul was before or after the shot. Or the goal, excuse me.
Trainer. Go, trainer.
Oh, and it appears that one of the refs, number 1, had sustained an injury.
Hearing what he's saying, he's got some dehydration cramps down there.
You got this, Gabe? Come on. Need some water?
Yes, the Texas summer has arrived here early. Despite the predictions during Groundhog Day for 6 more weeks of winter, it was a high of 87 today. Clear skies.
Bingo! Bingo! Bingo!
Number 10, Camden Tracy with the ball. Gives it to Luke Schneider. Number 22, step down shot, Titan Benson.
Titan Benson with the man-up goal there.
A name we have said several times on this broadcast already. Despite the illegal stick, he was unfazed, had a backup, and now does some kind of lightsaber Darth Maul twirly thing with his stick. Never seen that kind of celebration before.
That penalty was not non-releasable. The penalty has been released. We're at full strength here. Let's see if McDougal can turn the tides, get momentum back in Anderson's favor. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dougal.
And McDougal doing what he does best, boxing out his opponent with that body of his.
5 seconds left.
Landon Fazio, he's got 5 seconds. He's really got to go. Oh! Had a perfect pass to Levi Kukierman. Unfortunately, that last second shot by Kukierman just a wee bit too high. Ending the third quarter, lead extended 11-6 in favor of Bowie. And it all comes down to this, the very last quarter.
Even though that shot was missed, it was very good to see the Trojans be cognizant of how much time was left on the clock, try to score a quick goal. Not going to win all of them, not going to score all of them. It was a good opportunity.
Absolutely, Marty. What's in the past is in the past. You have to take it as a learning opportunity and reevaluate your plan for the future.
All right, Trojans will be heading into the fourth quarter down 5, 11-6, 12 minutes left. Let's see if they can put on one last run here to tie it up, potentially take the lead. What are you putting the odds on overtime?
Is there a way to get high school varsity lacrosse games on Sportsbook?
I doubt it.
Ah.
Especially down here in Texas. I'm not sure. Is gambling legal in Texas yet?
I don't think so.
I'm not a big gambler myself, so.
Yeah, never gambled for anything beyond Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's time to duel.
Bowie jacked up heading into the fourth quarter here.
Trojans responding with a breakout of their own. Both teams taking the field, both cheered on by amazing supporting communities. Great lacrosse turnout in terms of the fans coming out, cheering on their teams no matter what. You love to see it.
Again, it's all there for the Trojans. They have the ability to score 5 quick goals. They've shown that ability tonight. couple shots didn't go their way, but they hit the net. This could be a different game in the fourth quarter.
Reese Jowers picking up the ground ball. And appears that a push by Luke Schneider, who's now playing at the midi position, will give possession over to the Trojans.
Not only possessions, they'll be man up.
And Edward Tisdale starting with possession of the ball. Possessions with Tisdale have usually resulted in a pretty good turnout, especially when they swing that ball around, get a couple of open looks, get their hands free. You know the drill. Tisdale doing a scouting report, gives it down low.
Trojans got to move the ball here. Let's get it spinning.
Reese Jowers, Landon Fazio, and a shot, a pass intended for Edward Tisdale, unfortunately does not connect within the stick. Given back over to the Bowie side, picked up by Luke Schneider. Luke Schneider, very dangerous with possession. It's a guy you do not want to leave open.
Was a good cutting opportunity there for Tisdale. If he could have controlled that ball, would have been a nice shot.
So what time? What time? 1 minute. Okay. 10 seconds.
And Bowie wanting to play very strategically at this point, wanting to extend their possession, wind that clock down, play conservatively. They know all they have to do is run the clock down to win this game.
Bowie with
And
the timeout.
taking a timeout. They'll probably reinforce that strategy on this timeout. Meanwhile, the Trojans will need to take some risks on defense, press out hard, really try to bat down those passes, and make sure that they can secure a possession on the offense.
It'll be interesting to see if they take the strategy of getting the ball into the weakest player on Bowie's team, closing off adjacents, putting pressure on that player, forcing him to try to make a play.
Running through our sponsors one more time. First up, we've got Austin Sports Medicine. In Central Texas, we enjoy our active lifestyle. But when injuries happen, Austin Sports Medicine is here to get you back on your game. Featuring an expert team of board-certified physicians and physical therapists, we treat the full spectrum of orthopedic and sports medicine-related injuries. From the little leaguer with an injured elbow to the 80-year-old with knee pain, our patients receive the finest in both surgical and non-surgical care. Austin Sports Medicine, getting you back to what you love. I might need a chiropractic adjustment from them. Also sponsored by B. Weaver Honey Farm. For more than a century, honey has been running through 5 generations of the Weaver family veins. What began as a side job for Binford's grandparents, Florence and Zachariah, after acquiring 10 bee colonies as a wedding gift in 1888, has become a passion and livelihood for the 4 generations of weavers that followed. Visit their headquarters in Navasota for beekeeping supplies, gifts, live hive tours, gorgeous picnic areas, and a wildflower mead tasting room made with Bee Weaver honey. RV campsites are available, as are overnight stays in their beautiful loft. I tell you, Marty, the agro-tourism thing has really picked up as people are looking for more novel adventures.
You know, the last few years have really gotten people out of the cities and exploring nature more, which is what you like to see. Let's see if Anderson can explore defensive turnover here, get momentum moving in their favor. 10 minutes, 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter, down by 5. Both teams full strength right now.
It's hard to press out on defense when the offense is working it around the perimeter so well. But a pass that wanted to go inside is batted down by the Anderson Trojans defense. Picked back up like Luke Schneider. Luke Schneider smells blood but tries to give a pass on the other side of the field.
Shot clock has gone off. Anderson will get the attempt to clear here.
And a long pass given to Eli Marlowe. Eli Marlowe doing a little shovel, trying to get it to the Trojans' offense.
Should have controlled that pass, Eli Marlowe should have, but made a smart play after, shoveling it to Longoria.
Luckily recovered by Alex Longoria. Alex Longoria wanting a little pick. Rolls it out to Pierce Miller.
Run with him, Dan. Run with him, Dan.
Miller's got a short stick. Let's see if he tries to dodge, force the issue here.
And that is exactly what he intends to do. Gets his hands free.
Livingston with the save.
Gavin Livingston just showing that his strong suit is pouncing on those bounce shots. Very hard to do for goalies.
Hey, Dan, come here. Dan, come here. Bingo!
And a strategic tic-tac-toe on that defensive clear. Picked up by number 15, Gabe Watts. Luke Schneider, the trustee of the Bowie offensive possession, tries to give a little fake throw and eventually wants to share the rock. Ryan Trueblood dishes it out to the sides, gives it to number 22, Titan Benson. Jason O again with the ball.
Bowie playing conservative here, trying to kill the clock. 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
And not making really any attempt to score until the final few seconds. Finds a man inside. And number 3, Wong Cole.
Two slide was a little late there for Anderson, allowing the easy shot on goal on the crease.
Wong Cole with the great instinct that his defender's head was turned for a split second, makes it off ball cut, gets on the doorstep, rings the doorbell and says, "Pizza time." That's a reference to the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Looks like they're in on the wing. Number 25, Hank Holland, has entered the game at long stick midi.
Nice to see that everybody on both teams is getting an opportunity to play. Oh,
fast
picked
break
up by Landon
opportunity
Fazio. Tic-tac-toe, and a score.
Quick response by the Trojans there.
Levi Kukierman, who scored the first goal of this game, says, "I didn't hear no bell."
Great job by Landon Fazio there to pick up the ground ball and force the issue.
Absolutely. Landon Fazio really making an unselfish play, putting some trust in Levi Kukierman, who has missed a couple of shots on the doorstep. Doesn't that time. Very encouraging to see.
Looks like Bowie's going to try and cut off that fast break with their wing play now.
And going a little bit early by McDougal, resulting the possession for Bowie. Number 7, McLean Seiler starting out with the possession, now substituting off the field. Titan Benson, who scored a couple of goals, runs by his man, takes a shot, bounces and is off target.
Low angle shot there. Good job by short stick D midi for Anderson. Number 19, Tomas Benitez.
Benson again with the ball. Swings it to Ryan Trueblood. Ryan Trueblood revving up that charging foot like a Spanish bull. And a pass intended for Luke Schneider is dropped. It's getting bodied and appears to go out of bounds. Ball is recovered by Cal Maroney, finding the outlet in number 6, Calvin McDougal. Calvin McDougal running down the sidelines, being chased down. There's a little stutter step. Pass intended for Alex Longoria is just a little too high, and Bowie will regain possession. Bowie trying a Hail Mary, but is randomly flying out and picked up by Reese Jowers. Reese Jowers tries to give it to number 5 and picked up Eddie Tisdale, number 21, attempting a diving shot. Eddie loses the ball, picks the ball back up, encounters some pressure. Does he still have the ball?
We've got a scrum here for the ground ball.
Oh, Eddie Tisdale pushed in the back and still wants the ball. No clear possession by either team, and a timeout taken finally when Alex Longoria recovers the ball for the Trojans.
I want to give a shout out to River Anderson back on Anderson's defensive end there. Played very physical on the end line, forced that turnover. Even though Anderson turned it over again on the clear, Bowie then turned it over, and we had that scrum.
Absolutely, and despite the lead from Bowie, really not a bad defensive game at all from the Anderson Trojans. They've been pressing, they've been talking this entire time. They're doing a lot more right things than wrong things. Wouldn't you agree, Marty?
I do. I think they made some in-game adjustments. I think maybe Coach Dent called out the approaches there. They've been making very good approaches to force Bowie players down the alley, keeping them away from the middle of the field.
The offense as well doing their best to capitalize on the opportunities, and certainly many more opportunities they've had in this game than last.
Yes, yes. 7 goals is a lot more than was scored on Saturday. Good answer by this Anderson team, coming back strong. This young team, this team with the short bench, playing their heart out.
Mm-hmm. It's like a startup company, Marty. You know, sometimes one year you might lose $5 million, and the next year you might lose $3 million. And even though you still lost, it's an improvement of $2 million. It's just math.
Well, the game is not over yet, Charlie. We still got 6 minutes, 17 seconds left. Anderson down by 5. We'll start with the ball after this timeout. Let's see if they can get a quick one here, get on a run.
You're right, Marty. I need to stop counting my eggs before they hatch.
Weren't a lot of eggs hatching over this winter. Did you hear about the egg shortage?
I did hear about the egg shortage.
What's going on out there?
I had to go from eating 3 breakfast tacos a day to 2. Honestly, I don't know how I've been getting by. Is it true that in the Northeast they have breakfast bagels instead of breakfast tacos?
Yeah, we call them breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, that just sounds like sacrilege to me.
Come on a Kaiser roll or a bagel. Smart move there by number 17 on Bowie, Luke Schneider. He was offsides there. It's not as smart as I previously thought. Pierce Miller with the ball, attempting to...
Pierce Miller almost pushed out of bounds. Gives it to Landon Fazio. Landon Fazio looking very comfortable this game with the possessions and deciding who to distribute the rock to. Number 11, Huddy Case, throwing a couple of pump fakes.
He's got the short stick midi on him.
Has a man cutting under Pierce Miller.
Using his body there. He's got a big body. Choosing to use it, Cuddy is.
Landon Fazio trying to give it to Longoria. Passes knocked down. Recovered by Levi Kukierman. Who else?
Yes.
Alex Longoria.
That was a nifty goal there.
Practicing a couple of sellies on the field. You love to see the positive attitudes.
2 yards above goal line extended. Puts that one low and away to get the Trojans within 4 with 5 minutes and 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You've said this many times, Marty, but lacrosse is a game of runs, and it certainly has been exciting this game to see runs made by both teams.
Yes. Trojans currently on a 2-0 run. Again, down by 4. Let's see if they can extend this run, make the game more exciting as we end it out.
Got middies on one side being very close together.
Great face-off there by McDougal.
Yeah, McDougal just seemed to know where number 19, Thomas Benitez, was. Benitez taking a little bit of a far shot, but honestly, can you blame him? And a pass intended for number 8, Hawk Newton on Bowie. Just goes awry. Livingston coming out of the cage now. And Jason O almost had that ball, but dropped it. Picked up by number 26, Rhett Franklin. Rhett being very unselfish and wanting to set his team up with a good play. Longoria encountering pressure up high. Longoria gives it to Edward Tisdale. I think Tisdale might smell an opportunity. Gives it back to Longoria.
Longoria on fire this game. Gets double teamed. He's got Benitez up top.
Oh, Benitez with the second shot, but Livingston is right there on top of it. Edward Tisdale fighting for that ground ball. Picked up by number 7, McLean Seiler.
Tried to swim dodge there.
Thomas Benitez recovering again for the Trojans.
A nice wrap check there by number 17, Luke Schneider. Yeah, Bowie back possession of a full shot clock here.
Both teams making some substitutions.
Coach Dent screaming for some pressure. Coming up on 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Trojans need to force some turnovers.
And cannot allow another goal if they want to have hope of staying in this game.
Looks like Bowie has a wide formation, nobody on the crease, trying to extend everybody out. potentially get something in the middle of the field.
And Jason O breaking some ankles out on the field with that change of pace. Once again, getting by his man,
Good
but
trail
checked
check
from behind,
there.
loses possession of the ball, picked up by number 25, Hank Holland. One of his first times on the field. Oh!
That was a great trail check by Benitez. Looks like the Trojans were matching that open offense by Bowie with a zone defense. We'll see if they keep that up.
Hey, don't scoot back. If you're not in, go. Get up. Scoot back. Scoot back.
Ooh. And pass picked up by Jake Williford. Williford playing body over ball.
Number 23, Bennett Ramirez.
Hank Holland just hitting a little too hard.
2 flags
And
down.
it appears to be a second flag, contact made after the play. And Trojans will be at least 1 man down, possibly 2. Definitely not the type of late game play that you want to see. And the man in the penalty box still needs to make it off the field.
It's two penalties on number 25, Hank Holland, push in the back, and an unsportsmanlike foul after the whistle blew. We'll be in the box for 90 seconds.
Some fouls you make on accident, but there are others you absolutely have to be in control of.
Eli!
Fortunately, the penalty was on 1 man,
Slayer on you!
so Anderson's only 1 man down.
And Anderson still applying great pressure despite being man down on defense.
River press out! River press out!
Luke Schneider, a gifted ball handler,
Left press out! River
looking like the master of puppets out here.
Got 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Anderson pressing out, trying to force the issue.
Ryan Trueblood.
Maroney with the backup there. Trojans will have an attempt to clear this ball man down.
Garbo back!
Brett Franklin starting with possession of the ball for the Trojans.
Poles were lost! Look up, poles!
Franklin taking all the way downfield.
Taking some beatings, but coming out like a fighter jet, still staying on top of that ball. He's got 4 Bowie guys on him. Luke Schneider for Bowie picks it back up and falls to the ground, draws a penalty. Bowie enjoying another free possession.
That'll be a pushing penalty on Hank Holland.
Jacob, box! Hey, set!
And with 2 minutes left in the game, go back to their strategy of working the ball around, winding that clock down.
We have 34 seconds left on the first 2 penalties, and that penalty on Holland is a 30-second penalty, so we'll have 2 men in the box for 30 seconds. 6 on 4 here for Bowie.
Go, go! Press, Trey, press! Garbo, press!
Bowie looking like they're getting some game time for some of their bench players. You always love to see coaches being intentional at getting every player
First
on their
penalty
team involved.
release is 6 on 5.
And you have to admire both teams for really taking all the gas out of the tank. Jason O remaining with possession of the ball, appearing content to wind that shot clock down, and just does a deaky spin move, creates a look opportunity.
Second penalty
Let's
is
go back
released
up
with
top.
full strength here. Shot by Bowie, backed up by Maroney. Trojans with another opportunity to clear the ball. We have 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Trey, Trey!
Anderson down by 4.
Anderson not giving up, playing to the very last second. Looks like they still want to put some points on the board. Pierce Miller running to the sidelines, manages to stay in, has another Bowie guy who tries to push him out. Pierce Miller staying in, has the ball knocked down, picks it back up.
Got to go here.
Gives it to Landon Fazio, who scored a couple of goals. Landon Fazio getting his hands free, finding a man inside.
Good check there by the Bowie defense.
Levi Kukierman just could not manage to get his hands free to put a shot on target. But Alex Longoria with another shot, recovered by Gavin Livingston. It's just really been the backbone of this Bowie defense. Jason O, again with possession of the ground ball.
Got 28 seconds left in the
Gets
game.
north of GLE, looks like he wants to take a shot right here. Decides to hold it.
Fazio, go! Fazio, go!
'Got a legal pick on Bowie.
16 seconds of game time left. Big shot, picked off by Luke Schneider. And Alex Longoria playing a little whack-a-mole. Draws one more flag. And just like that, game comes to an end. Final score, 12-8. Bowie taking the victory. Both teams taking the field to support their goalies. Amazing game played by both goalies. Probably more saves made than goals allowed.
Tough loss for the Trojans, but again, I think they made marked improvement in five short days.
You have to find solace in this game knowing that significant improvements were made in just the past couple of days.
Yeah, they should walk off the field with their heads held high.
We'd like to thank you all who are live streaming, for tuning in tonight. Hope to catch you at our next game, which will be Sunday afternoon.
Sunday? Is it Sunday or Saturday?
Or Sunday.
Sunday.
So did I say Saturday? Oh, okay. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And both teams showing great sportsmanship, lining up, dapping each other up. This will not be the last time they cross paths.
Can you call out who's got an Edgar with their helmets on?
Oh, I'm not that good. No eagle eye. But you can also spot the Edgars by the way they say Nokemaka, and the way they enjoy putting expensive rims on their 98 Chevy Silverados.
It was a great night of lacrosse here.
Absolutely. Whether you came out to support the game live or you tuned in for our live stream, we want to give everybody a huge thanks for tuning in. Huge thanks to our sponsors, our coaching staff, our trainers, producers, sports commentators.
Let's give it up for the players. They played hard.
Absolutely.
Went on some runs, never gave up, played till the final whistle.
If it wasn't for players like these, I'd be sitting on my couch eating Cheez-Its right now, and that is an existence nobody wants to live.
You got to cut the seed oils out of your life, Charlie.
Actually, I had been cutting the seed oils out of my life.
Good.
I feel
Good.
amazing.
It's going to do good things for you in the long run.
Have you heard about this new food truck, Ziki, where their whole thing is that they don't use any seed oils?
Yes, actually, Ziki is not too far from my house.
Ooh.
Very good Mediterranean.
We got to grab some Ziki sometime.
Yeah, we do, Charlie.
All right. Signing off. I'm Charles R. Scott.
I'm Marty Bent.
And we'll catch you next time.